the prom's coming up in a couple months, and I was wondering, how could I get a tan like yours?
Man, I always go over to Just Teasing, man, and I get my tan up. You know, it's one of the best. They got the best bulbs around here, the best tanning beds around here. And you know, Tina over there, she doing her thing too.
Oh, she's amazing. She's got some of the best beauticians in the area, and anytime I need a haircut, that's where I go. But thanks to Tina, we're getting to give away this trivia, and Tina has been kind enough to give us 10 free tanning sessions to give away. So, you know, prom's coming up. You know, all these kids want to get ready. They can hit, you know, that's the best beauty parlor in town, and Tina can hook you up. So, thanks to her, you know, this trivia question, you know, is going to happen. So, here's the trivia question. Y'all read the answers. Taylor's going to help us when y'all get the right answer. But the trivia questions is, we need the combination of Belfry, Mingo Central, and Phelps, the combination of their wins. And we need the 3 Mountain Elite players on Fanatic Farm Sports, the Darryl and David Mountain Elite, and then the Darryl and David Next Up player. So, y'all, that's 4 players and the combination of wins. And as soon as somebody gets it, Taylor will let us know, and we'll hook you up with how to get your prize. But
and it's the it's the combination wins of football. Mingo Central, Belfry, and Phelps. It's the combination of all wins this year in football.
The one thing that I did catch last weekend is Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
Now, you know Randall, right?
I know Randall really good. Randall was he was a freshman when I was at UK. I was like his big brother there. We have a big brother, little brother system and stuff. And Randall, you know, he was an athlete coming in, which he played quarterback. A lot of people don't know that, and stuff. But Randall, what he's doing in the NFL, I mean, he's been doing that his whole life. He's been doing his whole life.
How hard was he to guard in practice?
Well, he wasn't hard to guard for the simple fact he was just now becoming a receiver when I was there. So he wasn't so much hard to guard because he was trying to get used to the position. But I'll tell you right now, if he came to Kentucky like he is now, he'd been tough.
Now, whenever you and him was recruited, there's only 2 players that ever get recruited at that time as an athlete, right?
Yes.
And it was just you and him, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I actually signed at UK as an athlete. I played as a corner, receiver, running back, kick returner. I did about everything there. But I signed as an athlete. I didn't sign a specific position, and he didn't also. He played quarterback, he played running back, and he also played the Wildcat, and of course he was a receiver. So.
Now, he this Sunday he had 3 touchdowns, 116 yards, and it's amazing what he's doing up there in Green Bay. I'm surprised that he's still there.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you this, like I talk to him very often, and he's still the most humblest guys you ever meet. You know, he always asks me to come down to Green Bay, which I played in Green Bay in arena ball and stuff. And me and Tim Mastay, which was a punter at UK, he was down there whenever I was down there and stuff. And, you know, and Cobb just now got drafted when I come back home to help out the drillers. So, I mean, he's still a humble guy. I mean, very, very, very in the community. And he gets back to Alcoa, Tennessee, where he's from.
Now, it surprised me on the Hail Mary play that he always seems to be in the right spots, and he was lined up behind the defense. I mean, everybody was up here, and for some reason he was back here, you know, and I mean, it come in perfect to him, you know. But the NFL playoffs, you know, your team's out of it, the Eagles. But we're going to pick a few games here, and you know, you're the perfect person in the world to, you can go into why you're picking them, but I'll tell you my short answer why I'm picking them. But first we're going to cover the Texans and Patriots. I think it's a no-brainer. I think the Patriots, I think the Texans have exceeded the expectations. I don't see them doing anything else this year. They had switched from Osweiler to Savage, and, you know, Savage, you know, he was a good quarterback, but I think both of them will end up playing in this next game, but I think that the Belichick way. I think Patriots just too much for the Texans. I think you're a couple of years too early.
Yep.
J.J. Watt not there.
Yeah.
I take the Patriots. Who you picking?
I got the Patriots. I'm not gonna go against Tom Brady or Belichick. I mean, I'm gonna take the Patriots all day long. Brady is gonna make Roger Goodell hand him that trophy. Sorry, Cowboy fans, but they are going to. He's going to make him hand him that trophy. And I just see him. I mean, he's unstoppable.
Chiefs Steelers. Who you got?
Oh man, I'm definitely going to Chiefs. They got my coach. If we would have never got Chip Kelly, then we would have been fine right now. But Andy Reid is one of the top coaches in the NFL. Great guy. I actually had the opportunity to meet him and stuff. And a great guy. And you see year in and year out what he does to teams. Not only did he do it for Philadelphia, he's doing it at the Chiefs now.
I agree. The Steelers, I always bet against them, but they always find a way to get it done. But this year I think the Chiefs' defense, I think it's just too much, and I don't think the Steelers' defense is what it used to be. So, that's why I'm taking them.
Mm-hmm.
But the next game is the Packers-Cowboys that we're covering. First, I'll take the Cowboys.
You going to the Cowboys?
I hate the Cowboys. I was always, that's why I got the nickname Favre, was because of Brett Favre. But the Cowboys is just, I think their offensive line's too much. I think Zeke Elliott. I think one thing that could end up biting them is their youth. I think Dak and Zeke, so far they've not showed the youth, but I'm counting on it to pop up. I just hope it ain't this game, but I'm taking the Cowboys.
Well, I'm a real fan. I'm a true fan, just like Tanane Davidson, one of my buddies, and Chris Thorne. We're true Philadelphia Eagle fans. There's no way I ever take Dallas Cowboys, ever. And I'm going with the Packers. Cobb, like I told everybody on Facebook, I talked to Cobb. He's coming for y'all. Cowboy fans, I'm sorry. When I post on Facebook coming this Sunday, right, it's going to be bad. Y'all may delete me, but I still love y'all. Do not forget that. I still love y'all. It's a game. It's just a game. Don't get mad at me. But it's time. I mean, it's the first round playoff, and y'all used to getting beat. So, it's it.
Now, y'all never know, but Cobb may be on this show in the future, but I'm still taking the Cowboys, man, because, dude, it's just too much, man.
I'm an Eagle fan. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm a diehard. I won't do it. I can't.
Let's go to the next game. Falcons, Seahawks. Who you got?
I gotta go with the Falcons. They got one of my old teammates on there, Jacob Tammy. He's starting tight ends. He's a great guy. So I'm going with the Falcons, and I guarded Julio Jones, and he was tough. He was tough.
He the hardest person you ever guarded?
No, he wasn't the hardest person I ever guarded. The hardest person I ever guarded actually was Percy Harvin, because he was just so fast.
He just added so much.
He just added so much, and he was tough. But I had an opportunity guarding Julio, and he didn't do much. He was a freshman, but he didn't do much on me. He had about 31 yards and stuff. But
so would you say Percy Harvin was a headache to guard?
Headache, no, but he made me run. He made me earn my scholarship. I know that, and I got to Kentucky on my speed, so I had to run all game.
That was supposed to be a joke, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about his migraine.
I forget. I forgot. That's why he retired, wasn't it? That was why he retired.
I'm gonna take the Seahawks in that, because I think that I think their experience. I think Russ Wilson's too much. I think the Falcons, it's just, when it comes to the Falcons, they ain't proved it every year. They always have great regular seasons, but when it comes to playoffs, they're usually, I'm a Bengals fan, but they're usually like us, first round.
Don't they have the number one scoring offense in the NFL right now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
that's going to be pretty tough for them.
I think Pete Carroll, I think Pete Carroll's just too much.
He might try to throw it on the 1 yard line. You never know.
We got a winner yet, guys?
Yes, we actually do. Gary Runyon answered all questions correctly. He said 32 wins. Timmy Dalton, Jeremy Dillon, and Christian Mounts, and he also had Mackenzie Maynard. So
Gary Runyon, you about to get a little dark skin, my brother.
Go to Just Teasing. Tina knows you coming. Go there. She'll hook you up. Tell all your friends and stuff too. Need your ears lowered. She's the one to do it. But go there and she'll hook you up for prom, Gary. But now the answers to that was our Mountain Elite players and the next up players. Now our Mountain Elite last week, the first one was Timmy Dalton. That kid's second leading scorer in the nation, 37.9 points a game, 10 rebounds, shooting 65% from the field. I mean, the kid's really good, and he's also good at football, ain't he?
Yes, I had the opportunity to coach against him last year. He didn't play football this year, I don't believe, but I had the opportunity to coach him last year, and I mean, he was every bit of good. I mean, receiver, go get it. I mean, he's a jumper. He go get, can catch, and all that good stuff. But he's really dominant, following his brother's footsteps in that basketball. I can see that right now.
Now, our second Mountain Elite player was one of your boys.
Yes, Christian Mounts. He actually got his 1,000 points the other night against Hurley, Virginia. He had 21 points that game, and then they won the game. What was it? 57-49. 57-49, and Christian is hands down one of the most underrated basketball players in the 15th region. I mean, if you have an opportunity to go watch him play, he's dunking the ball. And when he shoots the ball, it's just so smooth. This kid he's just an unbelievable kid to watch play. Not only on the basketball court, but on the football field too. He's a good kid, and I got the pleasure of just coaching him up, and I got another year with him. He's just a junior.
And does the hard work in the classroom, right?
Absolutely, he works very hard in the classroom. We're taking the ACT, prepping for everything at the moment, and Christian is going to be on everybody's radar. And like I said last week's show, I talked to Kelly Wells a lot, and Kelly knows a lot about him. Kelly's really high on this kid and stuff, and Kelly won't miss a player from the mountains when they're good. And as long as they're doing the right thing in the classroom and in the community, Kelly's gonna get them guys. But I also see there's a head coaching job coming up in Moorhead also, basketball.
I think that's where he's going to end up heading. But the one thing I don't want to overlook is Christian's football stats. Now, you had him in football. He had 46 receptions, 567 yards, 2 interceptions, and 3 kickoff returns. And the kid, he's not been playing football at all, right?
I mean, he's been playing since he was in 6th grade. He ain't played since he was in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
Due to they took the football field away and stuff, and the kid just come within himself. I mean, he's still got a lot of growing to do. That's why he's way ahead on that basketball court. But he has a lot to do on that football field. But once he figures it out and catch on, I mean, it's going to be hard to tell him what scholarships he's going to get there in football. He already got some colleges like Kentucky Christian University has offered him in football and stuff like that. So he got some football stuff out there too.
I think basketball is going to be his path.
Yeah, me too. I do too.
But our other player for the Mountain Elite Series was Jeremy Dillon.
Oh yeah.
Now that was Joe Hunt, which we had on earlier. That was his teammate. He's the quarterback there.
Yeah. Dillon, man, Dillon is every bit of what what he's getting up. All his accolades he's getting and stuff. I watched him play personally. I mean, and then when a kid gets an interview, and then the first thing he said, he's giving credit to God. How can you be against a kid like that? And this kid got a lot of backslash, for going to Mingo Central, which he is from Birch. I know the kid because Melvin Cunningham coached him when he was younger. He's from Birch. And, he went to Tuck Valley. They gave him a lot of backslash on social media. But I'll be the first one to tell that kid, you keep your head up and you stay humble and do the right thing and